What's up, you lovely people? I'm MDW and I've got the motherload today. So finally, if you follow me on Instagram, all these weeks of waiting, trying to get hold of the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures from Neca Toys, the big 18-inch ones that are just directly ripped from the film. I've got my double bubble turn-ups, I've got Donatello, which I've got a review for you later, but I thought I'd start off today with the big man himself. So let's crack him open and have a look at Raphael. Cowabunga! Okay, so front of the box, massive window display there with the Ninja Turtles picture from the original film. On the side it's got a close-up of the figure as well. And then on the back it's got another picture of some of the points in the figure, and then a picture of all four of the brothers down the bottom there as well. And there's a little close-up there inside his box. Let's get him open. Okay guys, welcome back. So without further ado, let's crack open the man himself. Raphael was my favourite Ninja Turtle, and he was so cool in the film just because he had such a bad attitude and angry all the time. And I just think the character came across really well, especially when he loses it when Splinter's gone as well. Splinter! Oh, come on. Huge. These figures are really heavy as well when they turned up. Didn't think they'd be that as detailed as they are, but I mean, I know this is going to be just an awesome figure. I mean, look at these. Oh, okay, so he's got loads of strapping and stuff on him, so I'm going to take all this off now, and then we'll have a close look at him. Whoa, okay guys, so welcome back. So he's huge. To take him out of the box now, I had a little kind of play around with him. So you've got plenty of gizmos that come in with him. So he's got these, obviously the sai. That's two sides of him. Loads of hands, so his hands are interchangeable, which is a really nice touch as well. And then slice of ninja pizza. So yeah, let's have a quick rundown. So I'm going to do this a bit differently like I usually do on videos, because he's so big I don't really want to kind of hold the whole camera up with him there. So we're just going to go through his articulation now. So, really heavy figure, really heavy. So it's good, so it doesn't mean it's going to be all like thin plastic and all going to snap off everywhere. So good bulk to him, stands up really nicely, no movement or anything or swaying. I mean, I can knock tail, absolutely fine. Okay, so let's have a look at the articulation of Raphael. So his head swivels from left to right. Doesn't really go up and down much, but swivels left and right. His arms rotate round, so they go all the way round. You can spin them right the way around there, no problems. They don't really come out very far, but yeah, there's a little bit of movement there. He's got his arm pads, there's a joint just below that, so they spin all the way around. The arm pads do move a little bit as well, so you can adjust them if you want to pose him, like, you know, raise his hand or anything like that, so they don't, you know, kind of hinder the articulation. Then the hand spins all the way around as well, and obviously these come off. And the butt's quite interesting, so the torso has actually got, it looks like his shell and his body are an extra piece on top, so you can actually see, you can actually move them bits there. But it's really good the way they've done it, because it's all joined together nicely, and because it's a separate part from the body, you can actually move the body around and it doesn't really hinder the movement at all in any way. And it feels a lot more natural, like his shell would move if he turned sideways and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's a nice little touch they've done with that. They could have just, you know, put it all on there in one big block, but they didn't. They just decided to go with it and be a bit classy with it. So his belt as well is all stuck to the torso there at the front, but it's made from like a separate piece as well, so it's kind of like thick plastic going all the way around there. Then on his legs here as well, so he's got a joint. Again, I don't really want to you keep cracking there, so the joints do move, so he's got, let's say again, ball joints, they go out a little bit there, and they go forward a little bit and backwards. I wouldn't kind of recommend that. I don't really want to damage my guy in any way, because they're just so hard to get hold of and expensive. So yeah, they kind of do a little bit of motion there with that. And then obviously again he's got his knee pads as well, and there's a swivel there just at the knees there, and then they bend as well at the knees. Again, do you know what I mean, it's not really much motion. You can't get a lot of super articulation motion out of something this big, but again, yeah, it's enough to display them. And then his foot as well swivels around there, you guys can see that as well. So yeah, there's a little joint there just below his shin there, his foot, sorry, and let's say that swivels all the way around as well. As I said, you know, good posability for such a massive figure. Okay, so that is the articulation of Raphael. So let's go in and have a close up at some of the details of him. Okay guys, so let's now go and have a closer look at some of the detail on this amazing figure. So, first up, eyes, absolutely superb. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but the eyes look really human. almost scary, really nice detailing there on there. The bandana is material, so that's a nice touch again, so it's hard plastic all the way around there, but obviously you can display that however you want. Paint job, absolutely superb, straight from the film as far as I can tell. Obviously they're a lot darker in parts of the film, but you know, it looks pretty accurate right the way down to, you see his scar he's got there on his face, which I didn't even know he had, so nice touch there. Nice dark green colour. I think the turtles generally kind of vary in different shades of green. We'll see when I get Donatello out, but yeah, nice light green for the upper edges around his mouth here, and obviously on the upper parts of his body, and then there's like dark highlighting, so it's really good. You can pick it out here on the legs, so you can see all the dark greens, pick out all the muscles and the veins and everything, and his hands there, you see all the shading in between on his palm there. Really, really nice. He's got the spots all over him as well, they have in the movies as well. Nice detail again with the darker green. There's even like a little highlight of like a kind of yellowy colour around them as well, and then his whole skin, I don't know if you see it or not, it's got this whole scales effect on it as well, so the whole skin feels a little bit rough like scales, as if actually a proper amphibian as well. Really, really excellent. The chest is a kind of sandy colour, sandy brown colour there, it's been weathered as well. The same with under there, going around to the shell, and so again nice detailing on the shell itself as well, so you can see all the scratch marks and battle damage he's had over the years of fighting. And then again the shell, loads of different browns in there as well. It's been inked out and kind of picked out all the detailing with like perhaps a bit of dry brushing over the top there. Really, really looks nice and effective. Belt is obviously brown, and then so is all of his bits and pieces like his knee pads and his elbow pads and everything like that, and obviously his side. Bit of detailing on there with some silver, but it's nice though. They've got all this like say damage again to the leather strap you see there on here, and also especially on his knee supports there, you can see all the stitching that's been moulded on there as well, so it's not just kind of like plastic that's just been put in there for the sake of it. It's been moulded specifically, and it's got a lot of detailing kind of woven into all these parts as well, right down to his hand there, so you see they've got the little bow tied round for his wrist, and so all the other bits and pieces as well fit in really nicely all together. Absolutely superb looking. So here's a few close-ups here of the bits and pieces that come with him, like I said earlier. So there's his side there, basic paint job, nice brown that fits in with the rest of the leather parts on him, and then the silver blades. Ninja Pizza! I don't know if that's a double decadence base there from Domino's, I do not know, but yeah, looks very yummy, bit of hard rubbery. And then there's his hands as well, so there's quite a few hands. What I like is the detailing on the hands is the same standard as the rest of the figure, so unlike some other figures where the accessories get forgotten about a bit, he's got all the nice detailing on the hands, the shading and the fingernails as well. Thought I'd do a nice little weapon grip test for you there as well, so yeah, they fit in nicely, nice and snug. No paint scratching or rubbing off, and his other side can sit quite comfortably in his belt, so you can both them in there if you want, or in each hand. So the hands come off, they are in there quite tight, so you do have to kind of like give it a bit of welly and twist and pull. Be careful not to pull your whole arm off, and then obviously, yeah, the wrist bandage holds the thing in place, and you just literally put the new hand on and twist it round. Pretty straightforward. So there we go, there's a quick size comparison with another Neca figure there, the Robocop. So he stands around about 16.5 inches tall, Raphael does, compared to like the 18-inch Robocop. I don't know whether the Ninja Turtles, each one is different sizing, that'd be quite interesting to see, because obviously they are all different sizes, with Mikey being I think the shortest. So there we go everybody, there's a look at the Neca Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Raphael figure. This is the definitive Ninja Turtle figure. Okay, it's big, there's not lots of articulation, the detailing is absolutely superb. I was blown away when I first saw them last year advertised. Price point, they are quite expensive, they're not readily available in the UK. I imported these, I think you're talking around about £100, perhaps $100, $80. I've seen a lot of different prices and a lot of different people asking different amounts for them. But this is something that you have got to get. If you like Ninja Turtles and you love the film and you're a bit of a nostalgia fan like I am for the 80s, you need to get these. All four of these on your shelf will be absolutely superb centerpiece for any collection, period. A few little bits, just mind out for the joints because they are quite tight on there and I don't want you literally cracking the leg and falling off. And also my plastic started rubbing off on mine as well, so be careful at that. Where his knee joints, bits of paint started coming off, so I don't think they're meant to be kind of super played with or messed around with lots, but they display absolutely incredibly. Like I said, I knew I was going to love this figure. Raph's my favourite, and I can't wait to get hold of the others and put them all on my shelf together. Thanks so much for joining me, everybody, for this review for probably my most favourite figure I've reviewed on my channel so far. Take care, everybody. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. MDW signing off. Cricket? Nobody understands cricket. You gotta know what a crumpet is to understand cricket.